Tax need research pro tip to find some profitable deals and make sure you're not buying some hunk of junk that is landlocked in the middle of the desert and you can't read or find the property line. So, did you know with tax deeds, it is possible to buy property sometimes for as much as 90% below market value, mortgage free, which is awesome. There are folks who watch this channel who sometimes buy properties for a couple $100. Some folks buy property for the price of a used car that is worth tens of thousands of dollars. They can rent it out for residual income, they can flip it, they can leave it to the kids. Bottom line is they're using tax deeds to get into real estate and do it quickly. In a world full of inflation that is squeezing the average investor, I believe tax liens and deeds to be a great kind of a savior investment if you want to get into real estate. The problem is most people have no idea what the heck it is and they think, oh, that sounds like a scam. It's so good, why isn't everybody doing it, right? But it's not. We have over 3,500 videos on this channel that show you how to do it. There are folks who watch these videos and go buy properties dirt cheap. So now it's your turn. However, I want to share with you a pro tip to be able to sort out confusion. And one of the things that causes confusion is the property lines. Because when you're looking at these, you want to make sure that the address lines up with the county maps and the actual property lines. Because one of the mistakes people make is maybe they buy something and it's landlocked or it's just flat out the wrong property. And this can be easily avoided if you know what you're doing. So today what we're going to do is my business partner, Corey, who you've maybe seen before. He is the tallest man in the tax lien game, coming in at a short 7 feet tall. Most people, when they see me standing beside him, they think I'm like 5 feet tall, but he's just 7 feet tall and I'm 6'2", in case anybody sees those pictures and makes that conclusion. So he's going to walk you through a free site called Regrid, and this way you'll be able to correlate the address with the property lines and make sure you're avoiding some hunk of junk, or you just want to make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. So that's what you're going to learn here today. It's going to be super important and very simple, very engaging for you to go and find and buy some of these properties. So if you haven't tuned in before, it is Dustin Hahn here, and we just so happen to be the #1 channel on YouTube on tax liens and deeds. We never thought we'd, we just started the channel over 10 years ago. Now we have over 3,500 videos. We have 10 million views on this stuff, and our site, Tax Lien School, is the #1 site on the internet for free resources, and we try to give everybody the best free starter kit to get going, the ABCs of tax liens and deeds and county guides and all of that to get you started. Our goal is to give you as much free information as possible so you can take it, go do it, and then our hidden agenda is every month we go to tax deed auctions, and sometimes people want to come join us. So at the end of the video, I'll extend an invitation for that if you want to come join us perhaps at a real auction. If not, all good, we're here. So let's jump over to Corey. Let's go through Regrid. Let's find some of these property lines so you can go out, find some gems, and next time at the old turkey dinner when the brother-in-law's talking about his portfolio, you can be like on your phone, check this out, I got this property, $7,000 worth 50, 60, and then you'll see the tables turn. Anyways, over to you, Corey. Let's look at Regrid.
Regrid's cool because it's an app on your phone as well as like a desktop. You can access a desktop here. Now, we used to use a website called Landglide. Landglide still works. It's still very functional. I believe it's you get a 7-day free trial with Landglide, and then it's I think $10, $12 a month. But we kind of found Regrid and we kind of switched over to it. Josh, do you remember the reason why we switched? Is it because it's free on the phone
Yes,
app? Okay.
exactly. It's free on the phone app, and you can see yourself in proximity to the parcel that you're looking at.
Right. So think of it like when you're on Google Maps and you hold your phone or Apple Maps and it's got like the little blue thing and it shows you exactly where you are. So it's the same sort of thing for when we're driving properties live or like in person. We'll actually have that open and we can see and make sure we're in the right spot. But as far as like the research goes, it's also super handy for that. And so I just clicked this jump into the map here and it pulled this up. And then you can, if you want to, you can kind of scroll out and just go. You can go by, if you wanted to just zoom in and try to find your spot like this, you could totally do that as well. A lot quicker to put the address of the parcel ID. I believe the address pulls it up pretty well in Regrid as well. Let's see. Sometimes you need to just pull some stuff out. Yeah. So if you just remove some of the characters in it, even if you put just the address itself in, you'll see it here. So what we'll often do is, if we're looking at land, this is a land in a very, obviously this is a very public area. If you were looking at land in, let's say, where are we at here? I'm just gonna, sorry, doesn't load as fast as I want it to. But let's say you were looking at land here on this mountain, it looks like. Will it load? It might not load. Well, there goes my theory. But anyway, if you were looking at a piece of land over here, the address might not actually get you anywhere close. So that's where you would use the parcel ID or the account number, the specific number that the county has assigned to that piece of property. So the address, we wouldn't always trust the address when we're searching for research, doing research for property lines, or even just research in general, because the address might be wrong. So all that being said, let me go back here. So it's pretty straightforward, especially in a spot like this where it's in a legit neighborhood. Regrid's cool because you can pay for it and you can get 5 free images. Start up for a free starter account. I don't even know if I've ever. Let's just do this. Um, yeah, maybe I won't do that right now on the internet. Don't need my email on the internet. But what's really handy because you can see images and stuff, and you can see
Oh,
data about the property.
look at that one down to your bottom left there. You see the one that's split the house in two?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is really fancy as well. So we have these two different. So it's the same address, or no, it's not the same address. It's a different address, and the house is right in the middle of both property lines. It's probably got a different. I can't see the ID number here, or the property ID. Looks like it's owned by this. Oh, maybe not actually. 706, 702. Navarro Florida. Yeah, they're owned by two separate people. Uh, I think. Oh no, they are owned by the same person, so that's handy. And then we got this house next door. But yeah, that's often something we'll come across as well when we're doing our research. Oh, goodness gracious.
Bless you.
Thank you. But one of the reasons we do use Regrid is for this exact scenario. So if you're looking at a property, and Josh, maybe this is a question for you. What would you do if you saw a house like this? This is up on the tax roll. This property comes up, and then you pull it up in Regrid or you drive it, and you're like, oh, it's got a house on it. And then you double check and do your research, and it's like, oh, it's got half a house on it. Interesting. So what would you do?
Yeah, so that would be a heavy speculation play because I mean, in this case, you would have two different tax bills, right? And so if the owner's paying taxes on one half of their house, but not on the other half, if you buy that, you just have to think about the future and how is this going to pan out and what kind of work are you planning on putting into it to try to enforce things with the owner on the other side. So it's just a lot of variables, and so you're going to be a thorn in his side. And so for sure, he's going to try to want to deal with you or negotiate or sell or something like that. So I mean, the best play would be to do seller financing, for instance. They lost the parcel, but if they lost the parcel, that would make you think that they don't have money, right? And so are you going to be able to sell it to them? They don't have money, probably not. So more likely, you would try to make a play and get the other half, but that also may not happen. Or maybe you could do a title search. Maybe they've deceased and there's like 8 different people in a will and you have to deal with all of them. So it's super high speculation. And that's the kind of thing that we would look to get over the counter, for instance, because the play would be then to, yeah, negotiate, deal with them, try to get the second half, but heavy speculation. And so we wouldn't be looking to invest much money at all. So we'd either walk away or get it incredibly cheap. If we thought it was a good move, though, let's say we do a title search, there's a lot of value there. We think that they're incredibly motivated. Perhaps we would actually try to lock up the other half or just buy both of them prior to the auction. So there's a couple different moves, but I would say that on average, generally the response would be to walk away, but there are opportunities there at the same time.
Nice. Sweet. Yeah. So that's great. So that's pretty clear on those ones. The other main thing I just want to and just suggest is when you are doing your research, this can be helpful for when you don't know exactly where something is, you can actually check out the cross streets. And so on Google Maps, you could put in Bayless Street by West Nasro Street. And then yeah, so Bayless Street and West Nazareth. So if this was in the middle of nowhere, you could open your Google Maps. And if you needed, like if you were driving it, you needed to get to it, what you could do is go to type in Bayless Street and West Nazareth Street. So Bayless Street and West Nassau Street. And so like statistically the odds of two street names being next to each other, it's pretty low. You might get an instance where you do, but if I click this, you can actually see boom. So if this was in the middle of nowhere, you would actually have a Google Maps point here and you can drive to it, and then you can use Regrid when you're driving to see. And so we can actually see here. Now, obviously with this example, we could just click this property here and it does have an address assigned to it, but that's a way to get to a property if there's no physical address to it. You just have to find the cross street that it is. And unless you're like on the side of a mountain, most places have two cross streets at least close by that you can start and get to that way. So yeah, so that's Regrid, super handy, free, unless you want to get super crazy with it, but definitely recommend using that for your research.
All right, hope you enjoyed that clip. And it is the most important part of this video now. It is time to take action. Whether you want to check out more of these videos and educate yourself, we have tons of videos on this channel. We got live streams diving in real world examples to help you get started. And once again, you know, our agenda on this channel is pretty straightforward. We give away literally the best training book or the best free course in the business as far as the directories. All of this is below in the description. So say you want to go to a deed sale, boom, we have the directory, the phone numbers. All of that is there in a free mini course. And then from here, our agenda is we're going to give away the most value to the Tax Lien Deed community, hands down unchallenged so far. No more channels have more videos or more info on their tax lien sites like us. It's humble brag. From there, what we do, our agenda is we help people one-on-one. That's really one of the best ways we've found. So if you're the type of person, maybe you like real estate, but you have paralysis by analysis, you know all the information is on the internet for free anyway, but you haven't done anything. It's been years of watching content. And, you know, like through the sands, through the hourglass, we're only getting older. And maybe you want some help, that's what we do. If you want to come join us at in-person auction or a virtual auction from home, or maybe you just want some one-on-one help looking at properties or finding properties, that's what we do, and that's what we offer at the end of these videos. So you can schedule a free call in the description below. We can have a chat, see if it's a fit to work together and help you. If not, it's not a big deal. We have everything for free here on the channel. So party on, Wayne, party on, Garth. Thumbs up. See you in the next one.